Welcome to Area DMG.
Welcome back to Area DMG. I'm your host, Hope Wesley, the Mile High Mouth, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the things happening. Everything is weirdly shutting down and it's bizarre or being postponed. In the case of Colorado Anime Fest, it's being postponed. I think some stuff like I think Denver Pop Culture Con is just going to go on as planned, mainly because a lot of people really think a lot of this stuff is going to blow over by April 6th. Which is interesting because the actual problem right now, and you know what I'm talking about, I don't even have to tell you what it is. Just note that it is like, let's see, April 15th, sorry, March 15th, so 4/15/2020. So the thing that was happening around here, that was kind of like, it reminds me a little bit of the Y2K scare, or the previous ones that we had, where people were like, oh no, I need this. Yeah, that's happening. Then what's kind of interesting here is that they're also closing a lot of different, not just large scale events, smaller scale events, so like 250 plus. And in some cases, the CDC's like, maybe not have 50 people in an area, which is kind of a little extreme considering that the particular thing that's happening is not a antigenic version of the previous one, meaning that we had testing kits and stuff for the previous one that will work on this one, but there was, when you have the government in control of stuff, there's always red tape. So yeah, we had enough tests, we had enough stuff out there, but there's all this wonderful little red tape, and you have to get authorization things from Congress and all sorts of weird stuff for it. So that's the thing that happened. But yeah, in the pinned comment and in the little description, we'll be talking about the delay of coverage for Colorado Anime Fest and what might happen with Denver Pop Culture Con and other ones. I think Denver Pop Culture Con will be fine. It might. We'll see how stuff looks in April. But for the most part, it should be fine. I didn't really put out a video on Saturday or Sunday. This weekend, I was just like, I'm okay. I just wanted to like rest because it's so tiring. The main thing is that everyone's just really horribly stressed out. And I was just like, I just need a break. So I did. So we'll be back to our regular scheduled stuff. We're not going to have any Colorado Anime Fest coverage yet. But we will have lots more stuff, like unboxings are coming up. There's some more video game footage and stuff, gaming paraphernalia, and then I'm gonna, you'll see what I'm gonna do. I think next week, maybe Monday, we might have something interesting. I'm also planning a couple top 10 lists, so if you're a fan of those, they are coming. Just In fact, we might do one that's like the top 10 games to play during this crisis. Although this crisis probably won't last that long, depending. So, we'll see. I mean, remember here in the United States, we started restricting travel and stuff back in January. This thing was discovered in late November, and they let the person kind of wander around until they identified a, quote, patient zero, or rather released the name of patient zero back in December. Near the end of December. I think it was they didn't want it to be on a certain quarter. Weird. Anyways, after that, we shut down travel in January. So we had the whole month of February where there was a lot of travel that wasn't coming from particular areas. And if you watch the, everyone's talking about leveling the curve. In fact, right now in China, I know I mentioned them. In regards to this particular event, they've got a they've kind of got a flattened curve essentially. There's been really no new cases, not too many deaths, etc. Yeah, so that's the thing. But there is a lot of stuff on Facebook, and I'm just like, what we really need to do is quarantine ourselves off Facebook. Maybe if you need to talk to someone, don't text them, just call them. Maybe we should get off Facebook for a little while. Because I look at this and I'm like, people are getting angry and scared because of Facebook and Twitter and a lot of larger news sites. You know which ones I'm talking about. Yep. So that's that. But we have Animal Crossing coming up this upcoming Friday. We have La Milana 1 and 2. We have some other interesting stuff too. So we have content scheduled that we're going to go through. I mean, we have written down what we're going to do. We just actually have to record it. That's the big problem. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think. Actually, go to the comments below because there was a thing that Colorado Anime Fest did. Because they were postponing the show, they set up stuff so people could get refunds. They set up stuff so vendors could be still contacted. So they put up a whole bunch of lists of the vendors that were going to be at the event and the artists that were going to be at the event before it got postponed by the Colorado government. I really feel like the way that it's set up, I think it would have been fine just to go on anyways. I mean, there are certain groups that are extremely professional. NDK is one of them. COAF. Rocky Mountain Pinball Showdown's going to be safe, I think. Denver Pop Culture Con will be fine, I think. They've gotten so much better at line control over the years. I mean, there's a lot of people who are just professionals, but then they have to follow a mandatory cancel from the government. So that's kind of bad. And then people invest all sorts of stuff. They put out like days off. They put out things. There's so much stuff that gets interrupted when an event gets canceled like that. And because of that, well, they did put up a whole bunch of links to the people who were going to be there at the event, and that way people can go ahead and they can still purchase stuff from them. So I put that link in the first pinned comment. Yeah, but that's what we're going to do. It's been crazy out there. Just be safe, everybody. Go out there and or don't go out there. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give you a real quick suggestion. And I was looking through some of the news, and I realized that this happened. There are a bunch of people on Steam, and because Italy is mostly under, like, horrifying quarantine, there's been a bunch of people from Italy on online games. So a lot of those online games are really busy. Come to Fortnite. I will kill you. Mercilessly. Or come to that new Call of... what is it? I forgot what the name of it was. That new one. I downloaded it, and I really haven't put too much work into it yet. But I have it on the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X. In fact, I might put my gamer tags in here at some point so people can play along. Let me know if you want me to go ahead and do that, actually. If you're in this far into the video, you might as well let me know, okay? But yeah, stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Drink your water. And, above all, don't panic. And make sure you also subscribe, like, share, etc. Spend a lot of time on YouTube, okay? And make sure you ring that bell so you're notified about new notifications, or bookmark the page just in case. And until next video comes out, you are now caught up. Morning, Maya.